What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a special episode of Hanging Heavy. Today, I'm not alone, and I'm ever fucking fixing and making my shit sound as good as possible. So, bear with me, it's a work in progress. I'm with my boy Carlton.
Howdy. Oh. I
Yeah.
ain't singing along to it, but in my head, it's going.
No, I felt you needed the appropriate intro.
Got a single tear rolling down my cheek right now.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
I say tea, but it's maple syrup. That's what we cry.
you don't
like
you don't bleed red and white. You bleed maple syrup, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I thought I would just sprinkle in a little zazz and show off a new button on my soundboard. So this is Hanging Heavy. Let's get into that. If you couldn't tell,
Those were sleigh bells.
Oh, thank you, Captain Obvious. This is gonna be a Christmas themed episode. I mean, we're gonna go on tangents. It's gonna happen. I gotta be honest. So, I mean, what better way than to kick it with a little themed music? And what other way to make it feel more homely than a little nice toasty fire?
Ooh, dang! I'm gonna have to go start my fireplace. Inspired.
So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. You don't have to spend your time during the holidays with my stupid ass. Or let me be more correct and pluralize our stupid asses.
Hey, thanks.
But I appreciate my repeat offenders. I think that's what I'm going to stick to calling the people that keep coming back to this crazy fever dream of a podcast. As you can tell, I do have my boy Carlton here in the studio. And to me, this music's a little loud, but I'll adjust that later. So, I mean, I can adjust it now. Why am I going to be an asshole about it? But yeah, how you doing today, man? How's the weather?
Car accidents everywhere.
Yeah, that black ice.
That's how I know we're in the Christmas spirit. It ain't Christmas if there's not some fender benders in the old Canada land.
Yeah, that reminds me. Most of my, or two of my brothers are in the military, and one of them was his base was in Alaska.
Oh.
And yeah, they had to drive. He was moving back to the States, right? But he couldn't afford to fucking bring all his shit on a plane. So, I mean, he had to go and come back, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, at the end of the tail end of his moving journey, my father went with him to, like, go get the last bits of it and pack the car up, and come back to the great US of A. And that's a drive, man. Alaska through the states, to the states, excuse me. So I mean, that's a lot of big Great White North.
Yeah, I mean, damn that. I was on a trip through the Rockies this
Humble
summer,
brag.
and we met a couple people with Florida plates. I was like,
Whoa there.
man, the journey from Florida, like all the way up and across,
Yeah.
they basically went straight up, and
That's
then
That's a
hooked. They
drive.
kind of like dipped in and out of Canada and the States as they cut west.
Yeah.
But man, like the one guy, he had a sick RV, like really mint. Guy obviously had some money.
Yeah.
But it was like an 8-month journey for him. He was on like month 4, I think.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my father was driving through Alaska, and they were getting ready to hit the Canadian border when they came up. It was late at night, and it started snowing. So my brother wasn't comfortable driving in the snow, so he let my dad drive, right? You always let the old man take the inclement weather. He's lived through it. And he said that traffic started piling up, so, I mean, they were slowing down, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he noticed that there was a lot of big rigs. And they were coming up across, or upon a bend. And there was a big rig jackknifed.
Oh,
Yeah, and cars were, I mean, squeezing in between where they disconnected the box from the truck, right?
yeah.
So he was like,
Good.
it was barely wide enough to squeeze 2 cars through. I mean, so people were doing it.
Damn.
Because, I mean, nobody wants to get stuck in the snow.
No, of course.
So he said, he was like, well, fuck it. I took my turn. And when I did come, I came down onto the bottom of the hill and I hit some black ice. And when I hit that black ice, like the car, I mean, basically fucking took, it got some air.
Holy shit.
I mean, that's how he explained it, right? But I'm pretty sure he
Right.
just lost traction, right?
Yeah, you start doing the hydroplane. It feels
Yeah.
like you're floating, man. It's such a wild feeling.
Yeah, he said that when he did that, and he reacted to avoid a car that was not paying attention coming on in that small
Yeah.
little window. So when he avoided the first collision, the car spun.
Yeah.
So he said, oh man, it felt like we spun 100 times. He said we were spinning and spinning, and then we were spinning, and there was a truck parked off to the side of the road in like a little bit of a ravine or ditch.
Right.
And he said he saw that thing coming, and all he did was counter steer, so the car stopped spinning, and they just kept sliding sideways into the rear of the pickup truck. And he said
Tokyo drift.
yeah, he said they basically fucking T-boned it, sliding.
Oh.
And he said when we hit it, like the truck fucking got out of the ditch and they got stuck in the ditch. He's like, fucking, there was glass everywhere. This fucking happened in the split second, right?
Yeah. Feels like an eternity when those kind of things are going on, though.
Yeah, he said fucking the only thing that he can remember is when they were going to impact the truck, and the impact was going to be passenger side, T-boned on the door. He said that the only thing that he could think to do was to grab my brother's head and tuck it into his shoulder.
Yeah.
So like, he didn't even think about it, like just straight instinct that he just grabbed him, pulled him in, and he's like, I banged my fucking head on the glass. I probably broke the window on my side with my fucking head.
Damn.
But like, I pulled your brother in, and if I wouldn't have, he probably would have been fucking dead. Because he said the car was like so mangled that they had to fucking jaws of life him out.
Oh, wow. That's an experience, man. That's why the old man's driving.
Yeah. And
He used those reflexes, hey? It's crazy.
the dad reflexes, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking. He said like when he got out of the car immediately to like see if he could get my brother out, and my brother, I don't know, glass fucking cut him right. Yeah, like as soon as he found out that he was bleeding, like he fucking started panicking because of the adrenaline and shit.
Right.
And like it was too much. He fucking blacked out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think of Canada, and I just remember the story of my dad telling me of like the most epic fucking car accident ever.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a thing. Like my mom was in a big pile up on the Coquihalla. It's a pretty big highway to get closer into the interior in BC, and like it's actually closed right now because of a big pile up that happened yesterday, I
Ugh.
think. Uh, but yeah, she ended up between what was it, like a bus and a semi, blind corner, right? And I think she was like the fourth car to hit,
Ooh.
and so she smashes in. I think she hit a bus, and then there's like a big semi coming around the corner, and luckily like the cars that were already involved in the accident, like people had just gotten out of the
Yeah,
cars
they
and
had
left them
already.
there, and they all like ran over to the median.
Yeah.
And so this dude like ran, he like hopped the median, he's running over to my mom's car, like, lady, like you gotta get the fuck out of here. And grabbed her, took her out. Like within seconds after that, apparently this
Another.
semi hit
Yeah.
and just like folded her car like an accordion.
Yeah. Fucking.
And then there was like 9 more cars or something after that hit
Damn.
too. Like it was just a gong show. But
Fucking
yeah,
gong
that's
show.
when you think of Canada. I mean, that's not a bad. It's a pretty accurate thing to think about.
It's a common thing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Man, I don't know. Fucking, I couldn't do that, dude. I live in Texas, so it's freak weather when it snows. I don't know how you fucking deal with it.
We don't. People in Vancouver, they just complain about it.
It just happens.
Like,
Yeah. What can you
we're
do?
such little bitches here, though. Like people, you hit the prairies or you hit like Eastern Canada, right? Like my parents lived in Nova Scotia, like way over on the East Coast, and they would get so much snow that the snow would be piled up over the door, like the front door of the
Yeah.
house. And my mom was pregnant at the time, and she really craved, what was it, hickory sticks and root beer when she was pregnant with me.
Hold
And
on.
she used to make my dad go to the fucking corner store in these huge like snowstorms to go get hickory sticks and root beer. And he couldn't open the front door, so he used to jump out of the fucking second story of the house.
Into fucking
Yeah.
6
Then
feet of
shovel out
snow.
the front door on his way back.
He shoveled through to the front door. Did you say that?
Yeah, on the way back, yeah.
Damn. So
So they'd
not
leave the shovel out there.
not only did he go to the store to make his woman satisfied, but he also put in work to shovel the fucking driveway.
Right? Round of applause for that motherfucker
Yeah,
right there.
they don't build them like that anymore, man. I wouldn't fucking do that.
Nah.
As much as
Yeah, and then,
I want to be a man, fuck that.
yeah, fuck that. You got that right.
I'll just stay inside, please.
Hey, well, nowadays they got drones that'll just drop your shit off the roof anyways, right? You ain't gotta leave your house. You just gotta like have a big giant net sticking out the window.
Just paint a target on your
Shit.
roof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question: what the fuck are hickory sticks?
Whoa. What? Man, I don't even know how to describe them. It's kind of supposed to be like a smoked barbecue flavor.
But
they're
is it
sticks.
meat?
No. It's like a potato chip, but they're sliced really thin, like thin, straggly kind of things. Hickory, yeah, like barbecue kind of flavor. That's the best way I can describe them. I haven't seen them in forever. I don't know if they're even still a
I think
thing
I know what
anymore,
you're
but
talking about. Fuck. Hold on, I gotta pick it up. Pig sticks. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick. Do they look like that's what they're fucking called? So here in the States, I believe we do have those also.
Okay.
Okay, let me pull up a concise image of them. This is a pretty good one. Okay.
I'm pretty sure the bag is brown. It's got
Oh,
some
it's in
black.
a bag. Okay, never mind. I used to love these fucking growing up. It's like basically shoestring potatoes, right?
Yeah.
like hash browns, but in a potato chip form.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay. So here in the States, they sell them in like a mini Pringles can. I used to eat these all the time when I was little. And the brand that I know is called Picnic. PIK-NIK. And
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
they're called shoestring potatoes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, here, this is a pretty good picture. Let me see if it's big enough. Hold on. Boom. Start sharing. Yeah. Okay. So check it out. This shit.
Oh, yeah, they look pretty similar.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that shoestring potatoes for all you fucking scoundrels that want to know. How do I?
They're good, man. I'm craving now. My mouth is watering.
Yeah, they are fucking good. Stop sharing. There we go. Okay.
But
So
are
yeah,
they jump out the window and plow like 6 feet of snow good? I don't know. I don't know if they're
yeah.
that
I don't
good.
think there's anything that good. Now, I'm a man of stature. That's the nice way of saying I'm fat. And there's no food on this fucking planet that would make me go shovel 6 feet of fucking snow.
Eh.
But I mean, I guess this whole shoestring potato shit kind of brings me into tying in the Christmas theme. So it's Christmas. You celebrate it, right? We're not that
Yep.
fucking different. Are there Canadian Christmas traditions that aren't known in America?
Ooh. Well, my Nana's got a weird one.
Okay, hold
it's
on.
not Canadian, but
Let me stop you there real quick. You said Nana?
Nana, yeah, like a
grandmother.
grandma.
Yeah.
But we differentiated between my dad's side and my mom's side. My
What do
dad's side was Nana Papa, and my mom's side was Grandma Grandpa, just to make it less confusing, right?
Yeah, so it like grandma and Nana, they're two different ones.
Yep.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. Yeah, well,
So,
I mean,
so my Nana, I'm pretty sure, I don't even know if it's like a German or a Swiss thing, like or something like that, but she would make these pork chops for breakfast for Christmas. But fuck, man, she cooks them like goddamn hockey pucks. And
like fucking boot leather.
Oh yeah, and I just remember as a kid, always it's like, oh man, we're going to Nana's for Christmas, and everything else there was amazing.
Except
you
for
walked into the house, they had like a really thick carpet, like classic, like they got like the cinnamon and nutmeg smell, and they had like the big tray of cookies sitting in the middle of the table, like all baked like a day or two before, like it was just amazing. But fucking Christmas morning, you'd wake up, you'd do your stockings, all that, and before you could lay your hands on a nice big juicy present, you had to
eat a wallet.
Succumb to the boot leather for your teeth.
You had to eat your wallet.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not a Canadian thing by any means. She's the only one that I know does that. She says it's some kind of tradition. I have no idea where from.
Just overcooking the shit out of pork?
Yeah, for breakfast, why not, right?
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I don't know if there's any weird Canadian Christmas traditions.
How could you do that? That's not kosher.
Ooh, no, it's really not. And I mean, to put that onto a kid, we got baby teeth and shit. I didn't even have teeth at that point. Probably lost a tooth in one of those and never even realized.
You probably swallowed one of your teeth because of those.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys believe in the tooth fairy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah, it sounds like Mima, or what did you call her? Nana?
Nana.
Yeah,
Mima. That sounds like a damn southern thing. Don't put that on me.
Yeah.
That sounds more your territory.
Yeah,
Mima.
Yeah, down south here, feller, we call those our Mima and our Pawpaw. Yeah. Mima. Yeah. I've never heard anyone really say that, actually.
I
But
really want to start now. Like you've got me like fired up to just like go into the fucking like flea market or something and be like, hey, how was your Christmas? Do you get to see your Meemaw?
no, you got to do it passive aggressively. Like
Oh,
if like an old lady cuts you off, looky here, Meemaw.
oh man, that's so anti-Canadian though. I
Yeah,
don't know if I could do it.
yeah, you're like
Give some old lady a
automatically,
heart attack.
you're like
Fucking save on.
born automatically nice and shit. Nah, fucking old people here in the States, they're fucking ruthless, man. Especially if they're on fucking mobility scooters.
Oh man, aren't they a trip?
Whew.
You see people on a scooter, I know just to get the fuck out of the way because they ain't stopping for
For
nothing.
real. I think Ludacris wrote Move Bitch because of those people.
I can see it.
Oh, they need a fucking, like, build that into a fucking Let's start a mobility scooter company right now, and that's the horn.
That's the horn. Oh, that's some money right there.
And,
Like just a little module you could put onto your existing scooter. Pimp my ride. I mean, that was
Pimp my fucking scooter.
Yeah.
Pimp my scooter. Saying scooter just reminds me of Borderlands.
Oh.
Catch a ride.
I mean, they could have two buttons. That's the second button.
Yeah, that's like the get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who the comedian. Oh, that came out real southern. My southern roots are showing, fella. Yup. Fucking, I don't know if you. Hey, whoa! That's kind of offensive, man. You don't hear me saying it's a boot time, eh?
But was that deer dough?
I don't know where the fuck you're going, but I don't know if you know the comedian Dane Cook.
Yeah.
There was this one joke he did a long fucking time. I mean, everything he did was a long fucking time ago at this point. But it was probably the funniest thing I've ever heard him fucking say. And it's about like how he gets road rage, right?
Yeah.
And it's when people come to a four-way stop and the person with the right of way is like asleep at the sign.
Right.
So like he's like, there's a certain amount of like flicks that you can give, like with the gesture of like, oh, you can go ahead, or like, you were here first, right?
Yeah.
And he's like just imagine you like waving someone on with your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you think it's good enough until you get mad? But the point of his joke was like, he's like, for me, like, one or two is enough for somebody to go, but sometimes there's that person that just like takes too many and it fucking pisses me off, right? So he's like, I give him 10 of those little fucking wave gestures. Is like, and I give them to him rapid fire. So if they don't catch on the first two, I'm gonna fucking give them the business, right?
It's still going pop, 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 pop.
Yeah. So he counts them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fucking go! That's like the funniest fucking joke I've ever heard that fucking guy say. He's like, yeah, just give him 10 of those little fucking waves, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fucking go! And turn it into fucking aggression.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a fun one, explaining that one to the insurance company. Yeah, so whose fault really was it? I don't know. I gave him 10. I gave him 10 fucking waves and I fucking went go.
Yeah, for real. That's why you get a dash cam.
Yeah. Man, have you ever seen the videos of the people like jumping into people's cars?
Yeah.
For insurance reasons or whatever. And man, there's some ruthless ones. I've seen some ones where like a guy like jumped onto a dude's hood, bounced off, rolled back onto the ground, jumped back onto the hood, and then proceeded to smash his head into the glass window until it had cracks in it. All caught on dash cam. That dude just like messed his face and his head for nothing.
Yeah, and then he got fucking sued for it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, people are fucking stupid,
man. Yeah.
People will fucking do anything for a buck.
Oh, it's I could go on and on and on about how the Sioux culture has just, I don't know, changed and wrecked humanity. Just little things in life, are affected by it. But that's another day.
Yeah, okay, so we're kind of, like I said, going on that tangent, but
Almost
I need a moment to go. What is it? Walk the lizard or some shit like that.
drain.
Yeah, there we go. I gotta drain the main vein. So yeah, I guess we'll. Ah, fuck! I don't want to cut it though. I got some fucking sweet music going on in the background.
Hey, that's just a button. You just need to
Yeah,
come
but
back in.
if I push it, it's gonna stop, and if I push it again, it's gonna start from the very beginning. And I don't want to do that. So let's just fucking bite the bullet and hold that wee boy. Unless
Hold it.
unless you
Use
want to
that
talk.
floor. Contract.
Unless you want to talk to yourself for a couple minutes while I go do that.
Hell no.
I do it all the time. So
Yeah, I'm not a veteran. All right, I'm easing my way into this.
I've been doing this for more than a year already at this point, and it's still the weirdest shit ever. Every time that I'm done recording, I think about it, and I'm like, you're fucking talking to yourself.
Well, no, you're talking to. Oh man, how did you put it? The repeat offenders.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's who you're talking to.
I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird having a one-sided conversation without the retort or the. I don't know. It's probably not good for my psyche, and I should probably fucking see a doctor. But whatever.
Man, I've heard some things. I have. So Vancouver's got a really big dating scene because it's whatever. It's one of our biggest cities, right, in Canada, and. I got this buddy. He was a really shy dude forever. He lived kind of in the outskirts of the big city where I am. We really don't get a lot of. There's people we went to high school with, and that's about it. So he moves to Vancouver for work, right? Really breaks out of his shell, like good-looking dude, whatever. Starts going on all these Tinder dates and shit. And I remember him telling me about a couple, and there was this one in particular, and I just about lost it when he told me. So he's at some coffee place or something with a girl, and I guess she's an Instagram model, or like the quote unquote model, whatever, right? And he goes to the bathroom, and he comes back, and she's fucking live streaming, and she's trying to like get him to come into this live stream, and he just picked up his coffee and left. He's like, "This is fucking ridiculous.
Whoa.
Like, not a chance."
Nuh-uh. Did he really do
Like,
that?
Yeah. Man, there's no way I would go and sit down with someone live streaming me having fucking, like, it's a coffee date. It's a first date.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up, right?
It's so fucked up to think you're that important. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
exactly.
it's just such a weird thing to think, oh, I'm on a first date. It's going well. Yeah, I'm going to live stream the rest of it.
Or at least to not be able to put it on hold for fucking a day.
Right?
You know what I think about those kind of people?
Fuck that! I don't need that shit in my life.
That's
Oh, yeah.
fucking. So
those were the kids that should have gotten Spartan kicked off the fucking cliff.
For real, those are the people that did not get eaten by wolves when they were growing up. Or were not fucking left out in the cold.
The healthcare system has been way too good to their family lineage.
Hold on, I should have done. Man, we're going way off of this fucking Christmas episode, but you know what? That's all right. Because sometimes the fucking stress of the holiday season, you just need a break from it, and hopefully this will do that for you.
Yeah, Spartan kicking kids off a snowy cliff. That will take your stress away. I can tell you that right now.
What what is it? Yeetus the fetus.
What?
You've never heard that?
Nah.
Yeetus the fetus.
I'm picturing that meme with Winnie the Pooh. You know, when they're going through the different levels of things and it gets to like the final Winnie the Pooh stage, you know, the most sophisticated, the most class, and he's got his little monocular on and his top hat.
And him saying Yeetus the fetus?
Yeah. I'm a special breed.
You've got some
I ain't
problems,
that
my friend.
sophisticated, so I was probably one of those kids that should have gotten Spartan kicked off a snowy cliff. But yet here I am.
Oh, come on, man. Say that again real quick.
Nah.
You were one of those kids that probably should have been Spartan kicked off a snowy cliff. I pressed it, but I didn't press it hard enough. And
Oh. God dang it, Bobby.
you know how hard it was to find this fucking clip?
It shouldn't have been that hard,
It
man.
was
That's a
hard.
damn. That's a classic line.
I've looked for videos of it. I couldn't find any on YouTube. I literally just searched "God dang it, Bobby" sound clip,
Yeah.
and it was literally a 1-second sound clip of
Perfect. That's what you need.
Yeah, I don't know why I hadn't put it on here, but I needed it.
I need that in my life, dude. King of the Hill. That's comedy gold.
Yeah, you
I
know,
don't know.
growing up, I slept on it, man. I fucked up.
It's like it's adult humor. You need a certain level of life experience to really like understand the frustrations of Hank and just like the characters, right? I don't know. It's one of those things that as an adult, I definitely appreciate it more. I watched it as a kid. But as soon as I started smoking weed, that was really when things slowed down enough, and you know, you really slowed down with the humor. It's not like Family Guy where stuff's getting thrown at you and you're like, oh shit, I'm laughing. Oh, I'm supposed to laugh at this. Okay,
It's just
like,
a bunch of
King of the
random
Hill-
moments.
Yeah, and King of the Hill was just really good. Like
It was actually
situational
it was
and
actually
like
very well
realistic
written.
humor.
It only took the plantus urbis
Yeah.
for you to finally understand the genius of Matt Groening. Oh, hold on, Simpsons. Oh wow, I actually fucking brain farted. The asshole that created fucking probably one of the best fucking cartoons ever. Now I have to look it up because I already sound like an asshole, but now I need to know. The creator of probably some of the great Mike Judge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow.
That
You
name
know
was-
what? Actually, now that we're speaking of cartoons, did you ever catch Primal?
Nah, I've meant to. It's really high on my list of shit to get into.
What's that? What's that guy's name?
Gendy Tarkovsky.
Yeah.
Gendy. Sorry, it's two. Yeah, Gndy, I believe. Gendy Tarkovsky. He has a genius, man.
Gang. What?
Today, Junior.
I fucking also love that. Today, Junior. That's such an asshole thing to say.
Oh, big time.
And you want to like what cracks me up even more about that? In high school, I knew a dude that actually had like a really bad stutter,
Oh, damn.
and he was super cool, right? Like I was his friend,
Yeah.
and like every time I would talk to him, I'd be like, "Man, can you fucking hurry this up, please?" But I know he couldn't control it, so
Yeah. What do you do, right? You wait
Yeah.
it out, or you be an asshole.
No, I would say I'm probably one of the bigger assholes on this planet, but even I fucking have a threshold.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's a dick, but they've got their categories of what am I gonna be a dick towards today, you know? Everyone's got like something that they're like, oh, like no, I feel this. Like I'm not gonna be a dick in category D. But category A, you better fucking believe I got some shit to say.
Like, fucking stupid people. Stupid people bother me.
You stupid idiot!
As they should.
I don't know, like, if you don't even have fucking common sense, like, lacking common sense, is that a pet peeve?
Man, it's such a norm these days that it's tough. It is tough. Yeah,
Okay.
common sense is
Okay,
not it's not common anymore. It's not a thing.
Okay, so now that we're talking about pet peeves, or that I brought it up,
hmm
do you have any, like, off the bat, like, that you can think of just bothers you immediately?
Dick drivers comes to mind just from having to commute, but
That's kind of everyone, though.
yeah, exactly. That's a common one. Loud chewing was one for a really long time growing up.
Yeah.
I remember I used to look at my dad. I would stare at my dad as he would chew at the fucking dinner table. And I remember I finally, like, I was going through puberty. My balls were getting bigger. And I remember one day I finally looked at him and I did the hand gesture to, like, hey, can you just, like, close your mouth and just quiet that shit down
Did
a
you
little
give him
bit?
the Dr. Evil? Just zip it?
I wish, but pretty much. That's pretty much what I did.
Wow. To
And
your own father?
I'd never been so scared in my life afterwards.
That's when he was gonna fucking yeet us the fetus, your stupid ass.
Oh yeah. Luckily there was no cliff, nearby, or
Hey,
else
but
I probably would have been.
You live in Canada. All he has to do is fucking kick your ass outside.
Yeah.
You're not taking your jacket outside, boy.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, dumb people obviously are a big one, but
No, for
yeah.
me.
Okay. So in Vancouver, we've got they're really far on the left end of the spectrum politically,
Okay.
right? Like gender issues and all these sort of things. And anyways, I went to school with quite a few of these people, and these people who, even there, like, I'd be ridiculed right now for saying that. So people who are on that side of the spectrum of politics, and I just remember you could not. I don't know. They always talked about tolerance and how they're so tolerant of the world and everyone. But if your viewpoint didn't line up with theirs exactly,
Yeah.
you were a problem.
Yeah.
And that really bothered me, because I like to think that I'm a person with a pretty open mind. I sit pretty, I don't know, central politically, and I don't want to get into politics or anything.
Nah,
But
that's never a good idea.
no, but I like to hear people out. I like to listen to both sides. I don't like to close myself off. I'm not the kind of guy that goes around and goes, oh, you libtard, or oh, you fucking conservative redneck, or whatever. Like, I want to know both. I genuinely want to know. And so when people who preach tolerance sit there and won't tolerate you,
Yeah. They completely close you off and call you a bigot or whatever the fuck because you don't follow their views.
yeah,
Get the
that
fuck
really
outta
bugged me.
Get the
And
fuck
I
outta
had a
here.
lot of experience with that for about 2 years in school, and that's a pet peeve. That's one. That's one I can think of off the top of my head.
That's just the way the world works now, man.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
If you don't agree with me, you're a fucking racist. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Right?
If you don't agree with me, you hate the gays. What? Just because I don't like the color pink?
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
the
people
fuck
are
outta here.
reaching. They're reaching for
Yeah.
anything to
I'm-
make these little connections. Yeah, it's bullshit.
I'm surprised there's not fucking these hospitals are not making billions, dude. People gotta be hurting themselves reaching so much.
Yeah. They come see me.
Oh,
For
for what area are you in? I don't want to completely dox you, but what region of the Great White North are you in?
I am on the West Coast.
So for any of you though of those that have any medical ailments or just some muscle spasms that you want to get taken care of, let my boy Carlton rub you out. Oh, that sounded kind of weird.
I prefer the term professional people petting.
You would, you fuck. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna throw the shade on you.
He was gonna make a furry joke, but we'll get back to that in some other episode.
Ooh, you said it. Oh shit, man. Have you noticed it's got kind of cold in here, man? Fucking, my fire died out. Hold on. There we go.
It's Christmas, dude. It's supposed to be cold. Sorry. Can you tell me what cold is for you right now? Can you give me a in Celsius, please? I'm not educated in the Fahrenheit.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Well, I'll say it in both, just because I want to better. So right now, in Texas. Hold on. First, let me. Let me put that. Okay, so right now in Texas, it's a whopping brisk 57 degrees. Now,
Hey, that's actually kind of cold.
That's not cold. I mean, I walked outside the studio right now without a sweater on, and I could barely tell that it was cold.
Oh.
But I mean, that's without saying I have a couple of layers of blubber on me, right?
Mm.
But for the rest of the world that's not ignorant and uses metric, 13 degrees.
Yeah, that's a spring day.
Yeah, so I was telling you the other day, for us it goes from what was it? Well, it was fucking. So during the day it was 75, so it went from 23 to what was the low? To a fucking maybe 5 to 6. And that's a normal winter for me here in Texas. So from 25 to about 5. Like, that's how much the weather fluctuates in one day.
That's overnight, right? Like, you'd only hit like a 5, you know.
Yeah, like at night.
Okay.
And that's probably one of the colder nights.
Hey, that's decent. You know, people complain here when it starts to hit like 2, 3 above 0. So, you know, 5's not far off for you fair weathered people.
Fair dog. If I were to go to where you're at right now, I would probably my dick would probably fall off.
Oh yeah, you'd live in front of my fireplace. And the gas companies would come and be shaking me upside down for money.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit of a thermal reactor myself. I give off a lot of heat, so I think I would be saving you on your gas bill.
Yeah. I'll stick you in the cold corner then.
The haunted corner? No.
Yeah, where you know, where the heat don't go.
Yeah, where the vents don't reach.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? You hit my pet peeve. We were talking about this a little while ago on the fucking head. I like going out to eat, but I fucking hate it. I mean, for 2 reasons. For one, like my hearing's not the greatest, but like I hear everything, and like it's kind of hard to drown it out sometimes. So like I'll hear 3 or 4 different conversations going on around me, and like I know what's being said in those conversations. And I don't know, it's weird. Maybe that's why like I like music editing, because it fucking drowns out the noise and shit.
Oh yeah.
I think that's weird. Like, that's not normal, right? Like if you were to go out to eat, would you know what the person behind you is saying, even if they're not like talking excessively loud?
Nah, like not me personally, but my kid, for instance, he's got a set of ears. He's always listening to everything.
So you're telling me your kid has big ears? Wow, dude, you're fucking making fun of your own kid.
He's Dumbo to a T.
Oh, they have
Mother
Dumbo in Canada?
fly with
What?
those flaps, I tell you. I tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Dang it, Bobby.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's weird. Like people, I'll be talking. Like sometimes I'll go out and have lunch with my dad, and he'll be talking to me, but like I'll be listening to this asshole's conversation because he thinks he's fucking hot shit or whatever.
Right.
And like I'll be processing what my dad's telling me about. I mean, it's mostly fucking shooting the shit, right? So it doesn't even matter. But like I'll
Yeah.
hear this fucking guy and he's like, "Oh man, fucking I have this much and this much." Like looking at you like, dog, it looks like you fucking have a trash bag in your car full of fucking clothes that you haven't washed yet at the fucking petty machines. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I can't multitask like that. And I'm just gonna chalk it up to all my head injuries from mountain biking.
Yeah, you're into that crazy white people shit, dude.
Yeah. Too much time on my hands, kind of fun. So
But yeah, the second thing about fucking going out to eat, I fucking hate watching people eat. Like I went to a restaurant the other day to have lunch, and there was a guy sitting sitting like at the table across from me, right? And he was eating soup, and it was a beef stew or whatever. So like whatever bits of sinew or
I can imagine the
little
sound.
bits of fat. I mean, I was too far to hear it, but just watching it, I could hear it. Like I could. Oh my god! Like
Your brain saw his mouth and registered the noise.
I fucking detest watching people eat.
Oh,
Like I'll hear the shit around me, and I'll fucking take that bullet any day. But if I see somebody eating that eats like a fucking animal, oh, dude, I want to fucking just get up and punch the fuck out of them.
Hey, come here, you damn horse face. Let me
Like,
teach you a lesson.
You want to fucking eat that piece of meat? Well, let me fucking shove it down your throat. You're not even gonna taste it. Fuck. Oh man, the way this guy was just eating, I was like, dude, can you fucking chew like a fucking human? What's wrong with you? Who the fuck taught you how to eat?
All I can hear right now is
Yeah, that's exactly. It looked like he was chewing like 10 pieces of fucking chewing gum at once.
now that's a challenge. Like, fuck
But-
the Tide Pod challenge. I want to try 10 pieces of gum challenge.
Try a whole pack of gum.
Oh God, that sounds horrible.
It's pretty fun. I used to do that shit a lot when I was little. Did you ever watch Ace Ventura?
I've seen it, but I don't remember much from it. That's Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember. He kisses the lieutenant or whatever, and it's a guy.
Mhm.
So he's fucking grossed out, and he goes to his car and he's fucking chewing chewing gum, right? And he fucking chews the whole pack, and he's got a fucking huge wad in his cheek, and he's just.
Oh,
It's funny
Man.
though.
yeah.
But fuck.
Jim Carrey was a character. He actually had a like a facial degeneration, like some kind of facial, like, or not facial, but like a disease with the underlying tissue, like under your skin.
Uh-huh.
It's supposed to hold a certain kind of tension, right? And for him, it didn't hold that tension properly, and
Yeah.
that's why he could fucking contort his face so crazily.
That's the reason why his first stand-up is called Rubber Face, or his first movie or something like that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I love Jim Carrey, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. What did you think of the number 23?
I did not see it.
Fucking fake fan,
Fake fan.
dick.
I haven't seen. I'm trying to think of what the last Jim Carrey movie I would have seen was. I really like Liar Liar. That was one we really
Fuck
grew
yes,
up
that's
with.
one of his best movies.
Yeah, that was a really good one. And then I really enjoyed Fun with Dick and Jane as well.
I
thought
never
that was
saw
pretty classic. That was a good one.
It looked too garbage for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. They had good chemistry.
Did you ever watch Bruce Almighty?
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
I like it a
Someone
lot.
else did the second one, right?
Yeah,
Like
that
they
was
changed
Evan
actors.
Almighty with fucking that asshole from.
The Office.
There we go. That fucking
Terrell?
dickhead.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
I skipped that one. I gave that one a pass.
yeah, that one sucked. But I guess let me tie it into Christmas a little bit. Growing up, were there any memorable Christmases for you?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So there was this one where so my dad and my uncle they're 2 years apart, right? And we had quite a few Christmases with his side of the family. Either they'd come down to us or we'd go up to them or whatever. But it's always felt like my nanas kind of favored my uncle in certain ways. And I remember this one Christmas, my uncle was telling the story of this shit that went down when they were younger. And I guess what had happened was they were playing hockey in the house, which they weren't supposed to. And my uncle like went to like punch my dad or like threw his hockey stick at my dad or something, and he ducked. And he put this huge hole in the wall, right? And my uncle blamed my dad on it. And my dad got into a bunch of shit, and my nana always brought it up. It was like this big ordeal for years and years and years. And at this one Christmas, my uncle was like telling the story, and he's, "Oh man, do you remember that time I threw the hockey stick at you and you ducked, and it put that hole in the wall?" And my dad's like, "Yeah, of course." And then I got the blame for it forever. And like I could see the light bulb go off in my nana's head. Like, oh shit, I was ridiculing the wrong kid for all these years, right? And then you could tell my uncle immediately was like, "Oh fuck." It's not really like a Christmassy sort of thing, but I remember that because it was just like the family dynamic changed at that point in time. It was hilarious.
The paradigm shift was then.
Yeah, but so like a recent one that I remembered as well is we went up to my grandparents. They're more into the interior. They get quite a bit more snow than we do down here.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandparents got like this little hill right next to their house, and we always used to do like sledding and stuff down there as a kid. And I've got a kid now, and so we set up a little like snow ramp for him. He's got one of those little like GT snow racers.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know if you're familiar.
No.
Okay,
I'm from Texas, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. So it's like it's like a quad, but instead of wheels, it's got skis.
Oh,
right?
A snowmobile?
Well, kind of, but no motor or anything, right? It's for kids. It's like a sled.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. It's got like a little seat on it and shit.
The handlebars. It's got the sit-down
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking
skis.
about.
Yeah. So we set up like a little like ramp basically right off the side of the house for that, and we're all like my kids going down it, and then I'm going down it, and my papa, and he's like in his 80s, and he's looking at it, and he's like, oh, like, let me grab that thing, let me grab that that sled from you. I'm like, okay, like whatever, and we figured he was gonna go around it. And he goes up top, and he fucking starts going down this hill, and we're like, oh my god, he's gonna take off the jump. And he fucking sent the jump and just eats it, right? Like, lays it out sideways, face in the snow, starts sliding down the bank, and we're, holy shit, Grandpa, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, you crazy. Shit. And he gets up, and it's no problem, and big smiles, and I don't know. To me, that's kind of what Christmas always was. It was just shenanigans.
Damn, you fucking white people are crazy, man.
Yeah, born into it, I guess.
Well, I mean, you have seasons, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, barely. This year we're not really, but yeah, we get enough seasons. East Coast, they get a lot of seasons. They get true, proper. They get a dedicated summer, dedicated winter. We're kind of like the happy medium all the way through. What about yourself?
Yeah, so I told this story last year, and it's like my most memorable Christmas. So when I was little, I used to get. I mean, every kid likes to peek at the presents, right?
Yeah.
But after a certain point, I got so good at peeking at my gifts before that my parents wouldn't even know anymore. So what I would do, I would fucking like basically like reverse engineer the wrapping,
Oh, dang.
and I would like a master replace every little piece of tape perfectly overlaid over the old tape so you couldn't tell it was there.
Damn.
And I remember one year, I mean, you can tell how old I am because of the toys that I got when I was little. But fucking, I remember one year I got a rubber band gun.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
And
Dollar store special nowadays, but those were dope.
yeah, fucking, and it was like not the kind that shoots one rubber band; it's the kind that shoots like fucking 15 or 20.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so it was fucking cool, right, for a stupid little kid in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember I found it in the closet before they wrapped it, so I was already ahead of the game. So I mean, I fucking played with it before. I fucking put it back in the packaging so perfectly, like you couldn't tell it was tampered with, right?
Right.
Or so I thought. And fucking, I put it away, and they wrapped it right, and like I saw it under the tree, like I know what that is. Thinking I'm all fucking clever kid, like I was gonna act super surprised Christmas Day, right?
Yeah.
And fucking so Christmas Day, like I open it, I'm like, oh, fucking Academy Award winner, fucking Desecrator. Oh my god, I didn't know. Like, oh, fucking, this is the fucking
show.
This is the craziest shit ever. Oh my god, fuck. And fucking, I guess like in my fake hype, they rolled out my actual gift. So they fucking planted a decoy gift on me because they knew I was gonna fucking snoop.
Damn,
So,
they
like,
got you good.
Yeah, they fucking. Hold on. So like when I was fucking hamming it up, right? They fucking wheel out probably the best gift I ever got, or like the most memorable one I got growing up. I was probably like 7 or 8, maybe 9. And I don't know if you ever remember, they were bicycles, but they were covered in like plastic to look like dirt bikes.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking, like, they rolled it out and they were like, we knew you knew about that other one. Did you know about this one? And like, I was floored. Greatest fucking gift moment of my life. Like, I thought I was fucking getting a fast one over them, and they fucked me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's crazy though, hey, how as kids you like, I definitely remember there was like 3 different spots in the house when it got around Christmas time. You're like, oh, okay, like check like the awkward downstairs closet that no one looks in, or the crawl space or whatever, right? You're like, no.
Yeah, I still remember like fucking them wheeling it in from the back, like the back door. And like I was like, oh, like fucking, like posing with my fucking rubber band gun, like I had never seen it before. And they're fucking wheeling it in, and I just turn around like, oh, fuck.
Drop.
Yeah. Like I'm hard to get one over. I mean, even now, like it's hard. I'm probably the hardest person to get gifts for. I mean, first off, I have everything that I want or need.
That seems to be like a real guy thing.
Yeah,
because very practical. You need something, you buy it.
Yeah.
Boom, it's done.
I don't fuck around.
Yeah.
I shop with intent and purpose. But yeah, like every now and then I'll get a gift that's like, oh, I totally knew this was coming. But inside I want to like fucking start crying and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, that one was the fucking worst, and I'll never fucking forget that.
That's awesome.
Do you have one of those like gifts that just you'll never forget because it fucking blew your mind? You didn't expect it.
I don't know. Like, not really that I can think of. But again, I've hit my head on so many trees. From one of those presents, probably. Like, yeah, I rode a lot of bikes as a kid. I loved bikes. Like, they were awesome. But my birthday it's middle of summer. So whenever I got kind of those big items, they tended to always be around my birthday.
Yeah.
Like, but there was this one. What was it? It's hard to even explain at this point. It was like a castle, though. It had little catapults and it had little moat and stuff.
They were for like action figures, right?
Yeah.
My cousin had one of those. My rich cousin.
Playing, with the shit out of that. And there's this one meme that always pops up with the it's for a car. It's like a car mat. Yeah, it had like a little map, a little town and stuff.
Yeah,
those
are like for fucking babies, dude.
Yeah, but I remember that. I remember playing with that for sure.
Yeah. Those are fucking awesome. My son has one of those. Fuck. Those are timeless, dude. You have to.
Yeah, exactly. So there's definitely things. I remember like some Spider-Man and Batman action figures that I got and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of the like my big items that always blew me away, they tended to be on my birthday.
The blockbuster gifts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess we're coming up on that hour already. Doesn't seem like it. I mean, time flies when you're having fun. But I appreciate you coming, man. I know last time you probably didn't listen to the episode because you don't listen. But I made it clear that I asked you to join me kind of last minute, and you were gonna go rock climbing, so I put you between a rock and a hard place, and I made the really lame joke of I kind of put him in a hard spot, I put him in between a rock and a hard place. And then I said a rock in a hard place. A rock in a. And that's enough of that.
Doing me fucking dirty.
Oh, I mean, that was my fault.
But I also did you dirty by not.
Fuck that. The week before that, you did me dirty.
Exactly. It's alright. It's probably deserved.
Yeah, it'll keep happening, and you know what? That's completely fine. This is a passion project of mine. I don't get paid to do this. I actually waste money doing this, and I'm not going to say I waste time doing this because I enjoy doing this. If you listening enjoyed listening, fucking much love. I appreciate it. I normally read statistics at the end of the show now, but I'm not going to do that because you know what? It's fucking Christmas, bro. Just fucking go with it. Okay, so check this out. I told you I was working on some sound effects. Tell me what you think of my Santa Claus.
Ooh, is that from Futurama?
No, that's me.
Right. Yeah, I'm picturing that like super evil, was it robot Santa?
Yeah, the robot Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I can fuck with it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's stupid little shit like this that fucking makes my pickle float, or whatever the saying is. Tickles my pickle, makes my boat float. It makes my goat bloat. Wait, what?
Poor goat.
But yeah, for those people that are still listening, I don't have any social media, so my fucking PR for this show is the worst ever. And I kind of want to have it organically grow, and it seems that's kind of how it's going. Little by little, the viewers, the clicks, the listens, the downloads, they're going up. And I appreciate that. You can find this podcast wherever podcasts are found. Apple Podcast, the Google Play Store, whatever the fuck it's called. You can go to the website hangingheavy.podbean.com. Or if you download the Podbean app, you can find me there. You can like, comment, subscribe, share. You can also find your other favorite podcasts there, because I'm pretty sure they're fucking posted there also. That's probably the easiest way. If not, you can go to YouTube, because this is also posted on YouTube. Just go to the search bar and type in Hangin' Heavy Podcast, because you have to have at least 100 subscribers to have an official title on YouTube. I just learned that because, YouTube and Google want to fuck everyone. And sometimes I feel like but I gotta pimp myself out there, because without me being happy, I'll never have a
Merry Christmas.
Oh fuck, I'm so awesome with the timing.
Oh no, you've been planning that one for way too
Not
long.
even. I totally did that freestyle. But yeah, I don't know if you have anything to say, man.
Nah, I mean like Merry Christmas and all that kind of shit. That's
Yeah,
does that go?
if you want to be PC, Carlton, you have to say Happy
Happy
Holidays.
holidays.
Yeah. But yeah, as I've mentioned before, I'm not religious, so this holiday doesn't mean anything to me more than being consumerism scum. And you know what? I'll fucking default all my credit cards to make my child happy, because I don't live my life praying to the credit score god, because that would make me a fucking... But yeah, this has been Hangin' Heavy, the podcast where the conversation can get as heavy as the host. As always, I'm your boy Desecrator, with special guest, my boy the White Carlton.
Hey.
Ah shit, hold on. That almost sounds like Christmas music, dog. What the fuck?
It is Chris. Yo. Oh man, native land. Yeah, no, that's O Canada, but it does sound like Christmas music.
They do have a great name for the fucking national anthem, though. Oh, Canada.
Yeah. Straight and to the point.
For
I love
real.
it.
And it's not even that long.
No, it's a good length. I remember learning it in French in elementary school.
It's longer than what I have. I have a minute and a half.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Man, it's been so long since I've gone through the whole anthem. Pick it up one day, like throw it in like middle of summer, and just be like, "Hey, I want you to recite this for me."
You
You
heard it here first, folks. And
Yeah.
the thing about me is I remember the dumbest shit.
See, I don't, so I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. You know what? I'm even making a note of it.
Man, if I get deported because of this, that's gonna be something. You better have an extra room in Texas for me.
You can sleep in the studio.
Perfect. Oh, maybe I'll get used to talking to myself.
You're gonna have to, man. Trust me. I spend a lot of time in here by myself, and it's become second nature.
We're gonna be friends.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not your buddy guy.
God damn it. Dang it, Bobby. God dang it, Bobby.
Hold on.
God dang it, Bobby.
Yeah, I've waited so long to fucking have that there. But yeah, fucking, you just sat through another episode of Hangin' Heavy. As always, much love and Rich and Rare.